Hey everybody, this is Cherokee Edwards from Cherokee Edwards Inspires, where we're going to have shows here to talk about life, to talk about what makes your life special, what makes it better, and everybody working together, because together everyone achieves more. Acronym for the word team. Stay tuned and let's get it on. All right. Well, welcome everybody to a new edition of the Cherokee Edwards Inspires. And I'm here with a very close friend. Again, I'm going through my list of good business associates and networks. And today we have Miss Beth Cook on the line. And Beth, how are you doing today?
Oh, hi, Cherokee. I am doing really, really well today. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful day outside. Lovely weather, although I am in at my computer, but I get to see it from a beautiful view in a window and maybe a walk later on today.
Oh man, I know. I tell you, with all things considered, that's a positive outlook on these days and times that you and I are going through and the country and the world is experiencing right now. But I wanna start right. Let's just jump right into the Retail Alliance and in the program that you run. First of all, give the audience your title and what you do.
My title is Member Relations Advisor for the Peninsula for Retail Alliance. I service over 150 businesses in about 6 different cities throughout the peninsula. I do actually serve a few in Norfolk, just because we've been based down there 116 years.
Wow,
So, yeah,
116 years.
it's a long time.
Woo, woo, you've been around a minute. Well, now I have the audience at a little disadvantage because I know you personally. But first of all, you got one of the best dispositions and spirits that I've ever seen. And I know the audience can't see you, but I'm sure they're going to feel this energy. So as we go through this interview, I just want to ask, what motivated you to do the things that you do with Retail Alliance?
I want to let you know actually how I got to Retail Alliance. It's a very interesting story. I actually moved back after being in California for about a decade. It was about 6 years ago. And I was working with adults with disabilities. I was training them in their jobs. I was helping them find jobs. I was working with business owners, again, to get them hired and to work with them. And about 5 years ago, I believe it was, the state of Virginia actually ended up cutting about $1.7 million, I believe, from the budget. And my hours ended up decreasing in that field. And so I was not able to stay with the company I was at because I was only working like 20 some hours. Someone mentioned Retail Alliance to me, and I thought I should apply for one of the jobs. And the 2 jobs I applied for, I actually didn't get. I actually got this job because when I interviewed with them, they thought I would fit this job very well. And it actually ended up being a little similar to what I was doing before, in that I worked in the field with the businesses and then would also do administrative work. And so it was like field work and admin work at the same time. And just the interaction with people in the community and stuff. And so obviously the Alliance job is minus the coaching part with the adults with disabilities, which there are moments of that I do miss. I worked in that field for about 6 years, a long time. I worked in the social work field.
Right.
So,
Okay. So, what kind of messages are you trying to convey in your position with Retail Alliance? What are you looking forward to accomplish with them?
I love working and helping businesses honestly grow and to just kind of coach them. I love being that advisor in that title. I think sometimes people, I've got that member relations part in the beginning of that title,
Mhm.
but Tina and I are advisors. Tina is the Southside member relations advisor, and we are both advisors in talking to these businesses and just kind of helping them, like just asking them questions.
Mhm.
Honestly, just asking them questions and
Right.
getting them to maybe just think about things they didn't think about before with their businesses. So a lot of what we do is connecting people and like I said, coaching and advising. So like I said, I think that some people don't see that aspect of what we do. And sometimes my appointments can be an hour. Sometimes they can be 2.5 to 3, depending on the business. I know recently before we weren't able to, when we were able to be out in the community, unlike this moment, I know I worked with someone for about 2.5 hours and learned the ins and outs of their business to be able to help them better. So
Right. Well, I know I've witnessed you do this, personally, and I like to direct people to Retail Alliance, especially through you. And this is one of the biggest reasons that I'm so grateful that you took the time out of your busy day, especially going on now, and coming out and letting people know, especially entrepreneurs or businesses that need your assistance and need your help. And I think that's a beautiful thing that you want to do. Now, you've been doing this how long now?
Oh golly, I have been with the Alliance. I was actually with them about 5 years ago for about a year, and then I went and worked in ministry for about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And the Alliance actually called me. Joyce Smith, who was the director of the department at the time, she called me and asked me to come back to the Alliance in November of 2017. I thought the Lord's plan for my life was working at the church I was at. And so when this opportunity came and presented itself again, I actually prayed and fasted for about 2 weeks. And the Lord is the one that put it on my heart. He wanted me to come back to work with the businesses. And I honestly, if you look at where we're at right now, I would have to say I kind of understand why. So I've gotten a little bit of a clearer picture in my role since all this has occurred. And I think my coworker does as well. We both definitely know that we are called at this moment for this time.
Right.
To be that resource. We are a trusted resource. That is part of our mission, and what we do is to be that trusted resource for local retailers, and that is what we are having to be right now.
That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Now, let me ask you, Beth, are there any limitations to the type of businesses that you want to help? Are there any restrictions to that?
No, actually, right now we are not only helping our members, but we're helping non-members as well. We are actually we are opening up everything. We're opening up our Strive educational workshops.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting ready to go into having more of those educational workshops and having more informative sessions. And you will actually probably see an email go out about that today.
Right.
Which is March the 26th, making sure I got the day right there for you, because it's on the podcast.
That's right. That's right.
So we are opening up our education and everything actually to not just members, but non-members as well.
Okay.
So, we're anybody who owns a business. If they need assistance right now, we are here to do what we can. Yep.
Right. Now, when you say you offer this assistance to the businesses that need it, and let's talk about the elephant in the room. We have the coronavirus going on right now, and people are being made to stay home. People are losing jobs, and I say sometimes there's a positive thing in this, in that it makes you dig deep within yourself and pull things out that you didn't know you had sometimes, because fear stops that. What advice would you give somebody that has a job and they also have a desire to start a business, or they've started the business and they just really need to dig in? What advice would you give them?
Well, right now, if someone has started a business, and we do have that case. I actually do have a few people that have just started businesses not that long ago, and there is assistance out there for them to get that assistance right now during this time where it depends on what type of a business you're in, you know, whether it's a retailer or you're a service, depends on the type of business. But there is assistance out there for you to be able to help you get through this time right now. I think it is also, a lot of our business owners are having to think out of the box on a lot of things. Really just having to, technology is our friend right now. For so long, you know, we're like trying to escape technology in a way, to kind of get away from it at times, which, you know, still times it's good to get outside. But right now, technology is what we have to connect with each other. And I think we are so blessed to have it. And so, again, you know, if you've already started a business, there is assistance out there for you to get the help that you need right now. There's also, you know, that out of the box thinking on what can you do still to connect with your people, your consumers. And then, again, just connecting to the right resources to help you along the journey. So, as someone who's looking to start a business right now, I mean, you know what? It depends again on the type of business. This could be a platform for someone to really be able to start a business depending on what it is. And then again, you know, if it's a business that maybe is not, you know, something that should be started at this moment, writing down those goals.
Definitely.
And, just having a plan, like a business plan is so important. You have to have a plan. I'm a woman of faith, so I believe, you know, you write down your plan, you write down your goals, and you give them to the Lord. You let Him help you unfold that step by step. Now, it may not always go the way you plan it to be or the way you want it to go, but it'll end up better than you thought it would. So, yeah. I hope I answered your question.
Oh, you definitely did. You know, when we get together, and that's what I love about you too. We could just chop it up and just have fun with it, and you're giving out some really good information for especially like I said, this day and age when people can't see us face to face. A lot of despair starts to creep in. And I think that's when God uses us even more so that we can get around people and give them words of encouragement. And like you said, the social media, if used correctly, it could actually strengthen the world in America now at this time because it galvanizes us just like 9/11 did, just like the Great Depression. Great things came out of tragedy. And this is just one more step in history for us.
Is exactly right. You are exactly right. Like, this is not the first time tragedy and hardship has struck, you know, our country or even around the world. And you know, we just are doing the best that we all can. You know, making sure we, you know, pray for our leaders is super important right now. You know, again, you know, prayer for our leaders, you know, our state delegates and stuff like that, you know, and nationwide that, you know, we're asking the Lord to give them wisdom to make good decisions and the right decisions. And you know, the Lord knows, what's going to happen before we even know. So, you know, He knows what the plan is. And to get us to where we need to go, certain things have to be put into place. And so he is very aware of what all is occurring right now. And He knew it before we even did. And you know, He is in control. And, you know, He is loving, and he is a merciful Lord. And He is helping right now.
Amen. Amen. I'm telling you. And at times like these, you know, if you don't believe, this is time for you to learn how to believe. Take some time out and study and read and understand the powers that are at hand right now, and know that God is Lord and He can pull us through everything, including this. You know what I mean? So I tell you, one of the things that I love about you is that you openly give God the glory and praise. And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, I know you're a Christian, but you know, sometimes in business, we tend to lose sight of that. Just like in the school systems, you know, they took prayer out of school, and it's a lot of things that go on that will lead people to, like I said, not believing and then all of a sudden the darkness comes over you. You know what I mean?
Yes, and it can be. I feel blessed to be in a field where I can share my faith. I feel like openly and honestly, and that is one of the things I cherish the most in people, and one of the things I cherish within myself is my openness and honesty. I want to be able to share, and I want, I'm 40 years old, so I've had to, learn, and the journey has been, a 40-year long journey so far. And so I want to be able to share with other people experience, and to help them along with their journey, and to also let them know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times in this world we can feel so alone.
Yeah.
And I think, it's funny that sometimes there's moments I'm like, I hope I didn't scare someone away with how bold sometimes I can be, because I am. This is who I am.
Right.
I know who I am with Jesus Christ.
Right.
I found that out a while ago, and I stand firm on my foundation. And that does not mean I haven't I've had my share of hiccups and challenges and failures along the way. Right. But the love I have for the Lord is huge. He is the love of my life. I actually call him my love.
That's right. You got a good one.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to take a break so that our sponsors can identify themselves, and we'll be right back.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
All right. We're back, and we're here with Beth Cook of Retail Alliance, and we're actually having church here today too. So that's pretty cool, It's pretty cool. Matter of fact, one thing, Beth, with all the business talk and all the business strides that we do, tell the listeners some of the things that you actually enjoy. I know one thing is you enjoy the Lord. We know that, and he comes first and foremost. But tell me some of the activities, and tell us some of the things that you enjoy.
In my profession, or
oh no, just on recreation, R&R, something that you just, it keeps the fire stoked for you.
Oh my gosh. I love being, and you didn't have to, I knew the number one thing. I love hiking. I love being out in nature.
Mm-hmm.
If I am frustrated or stressed, I just want to go and just feel the ground beneath my feet.
Right.
And I just want to hike it out. I just being outside. I absolutely love all of that. I do go biking as well. I have to say hiking is my number one now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a love. Actually, I don't know if some people know this. I really love music. Music has been a big part of my life. I've kind of put it on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
But I love dance. Actually, dance was a part of my life there for a while. It's been a little bit. But I actually I love dance. I love just music. I love singing. I was on a praise team out in California. So music was a big part of my life growing up. Dance and band. I was I was a band dork. I hope that's okay to say.
Oh yeah, it is. Of course.
I played the clarinet for a long time and was in the marching band and had some fantastic memories. And that's probably a part that some people don't know. I think some of my coworkers just found this out when we were doing kind of like a team building thing recently.
Did you play the clarinet for him?
I did not play the clarinet for them, thank goodness.
Oh, we got to have you go ahead and play the. I want me a concert. I want a concert now. You told the wrong one.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, you told the wrong one now. When you talk to Jill, she'll tell you I got her to play the piano when we were at the Now Network of I guess a few weeks back. And she not only played it beautifully, but she actually sung a song that she wrote, and it was to God. So it was a beautiful, beautiful song, and she sung it beautifully too. So when you tell me you can do something, I'm pretty much going to try to get you to do it.
I seriously have not picked up my clarinet since the early 2000s. Actually, it's been a very long time. I have been told it's like riding a bike, so maybe I would remember. My mom plays the flute, and actually she just picked up her flute after not playing it for some time, and plays over in the Gloucester Orchestra. God bless her.
Oh, wow.
Cute little self. I know. She's great.
Man, dental hygienist and a flautist. That's what I'm talking about.
So cute.
I'm going to mess with her too the next time I see her behind that.
I know. I thought that was so cute when she told me she was playing with the Gloucester Orchestra. I just thought that was, she's such a gem.
She is. She's amazing. She's amazing. I mean, that's where I can see where you get it from. That's for sure. And that's not making it up. I know all of you now. So I tell you, this is such a beautiful thing to have you on here. And, you just light up the room and you're lighting up the airways now. So and I appreciate you for being yourself.
Oh, thank you, Turkey. I just love you guys so much. It's like I said, I love you and your wife and Amelia. It's just been such a pleasure getting to know all three of you. And I thank you so much for, having me on here to chat with you. It's really nice to also connect, especially after the past couple weeks we've had. Definitely. So I'm definitely enjoying it.
Definitely. Let me ask you this. What's on tap? Like I know we got this restrictions going on, but what's on tap once the smoke clears? What do you guys have on tap for us?
Well, I think it just depends on what everything is looking like after all of this like, because we don't really know the time frame of what this looks like at the moment.
Right.
I know us as the Alliance, we are just, again, trying to be that resource, trying to assist where we can, and we will still be there to help with any questions that anybody has, like even when, like you just said, the dust settles and things are clear. Again, I really think that even though it's affected a lot of people and it's affected a lot of things, I really still have hope that, and I just know that there's a greater plan that's going to come out of all of this, and I just want to encourage people, to just take it day by day, and just have faith, knowing that it's all going to be okay. And again, as the Alliance, we will be here to help with whatever anybody needs in all this. I hope that was the answer to the question you asked.
Oh yeah, you're thorough. I just let you go because you're very thorough, and that's like I said. I didn't look up on the list of people I wanted on here, on guests that I wanted, especially launching it. This is done on purpose. I knew you would do this, and I was hoping you would, because people need to know. People need to know that there are people out here that are very attentive to details. We pay a lot of attention to details. We're detail oriented. And like you said, we'll structure things. And yes, something will come up and it will slow something down. It doesn't necessarily stop it. It just slows it down. And sometimes it makes you redirect, but you're focused on the task that you have. And that's what I wanted to hear about. I wanted to hear about your goals and the company's goals for 2020. And do you have a ballpark figure of how many members are part of the Alliance?
Yeah, absolutely. I am just going to give you an estimate. I believe we have about, I'm just going to throw out there, I think about 520 members.
Woo!
So Yeah. So I believe that is correct. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am actually looking at a sheet right now that I happen to have in front of me. So it's about, I think, about 512. So I was close in my estimate.
Oh yeah, you were. I'm telling you, small village.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we have about, I guess it's about 512 members with the Alliance, and well, it's funny. We did have some goals for 2020. And those kind of shifted a little with everything that's going on. So, these events and stuff that we had planned,
right?
Even our annual event at this moment, we're a little unsure about. We are probably going to have to, reschedule, like a lot of people are. Again, we're taking it day by day as well,
right?
So, and we are, like I said, I just talked to someone today, and we were talking about, they were asking if we were going to do any like networking events over Zoom or something. And I said, well, I know right now what our focus is educational and making sure everyone has what they need at this time with their business to get what they need so that when the dust does settle, they can still open back up.
That's right.
And they actually have, again, these creative ways of things that they never thought they could do their business. You have some brick and mortars that could be going on e-commerce and going online now, which they never thought that they would do.
Exactly.
So, again, this is just the way it is right this second, but the way it, after the dust settles, what it could look like, so many possibilities,
right?
And so yeah, even our goals as the Alliance for 2020 has shifted because, right now we are just in resource mode and helping mode,
right?
And that's all we're doing right now. So even our jobs have shifted. My job has shifted into just checking in on people, members, non-members. When I get emails, answering them. Again, I'm having to actually go out of my box. I was out talking to businesses for interviews. I was doing a slow scan of a video. I was having to do like the slow scanned video, which I've never done before. I'm not a media person, but our communications person was giving me instructions on how to do these like scans and also even instructions on how to do an interview. Like those aren't things, that I normally do on a regular basis. I talk to people, but there are certain media things that Joey does that he is only one person. So we kind of had to help him with that, with all that was going on.
Right.
Even with social media, I mean, I know the basics of social media, but I'm having to learn things that I've never learned before. So my job has transformed into something different right now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is changing a lot of things for us. And like I said, the great thing is we show our power and what God has given us to keep on going, because a lot of people are watching us as leaders of our community, of our businesses, and in the nation. Like you said, we got to pray for our leaders. We can't just bash them. We got to pray for them because they still represent us. Whether no matter how we feel, they still represent us, and it's better to pray for them than it is to criticize.
That I'm so glad that you said that. The one thing my parents always taught me, and I love this, is they always taught me to respect those in higher positions. Even if I don't agree,
right?
We can not agree, but the position has to be respected, and we have to trust that God is going to take care of us,
right?
If our leaders are or are not doing the right thing,
exactly.
We have to know that.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think that's with in any organization as well.
Yeah. Anything. It all starts from the top and rolls downhill, and it starts with God. Just trusting God is going to take care of us. So I tell you. So what I want to do is, before we wrap this incredible interview up, I want to give you a moment to tell the listeners how they can reach you. What's the best way to reach you, best form to reach you, and to contact and maybe even come out for one of the visits?
Oh yeah. Okay. So if you can definitely get on our website at www.retaillines.com. We actually have sources on there at this time, resources on there to help you with what's going on. We actually, the Alliance has the Virginia Retail Federation. We formed the Virginia Retail Federation in 2007 with Richmond Retail Merchants Association. So our lawyer/lobbyist, Kate Baker, is getting everything first hand, and it comes straight over to us, and we are updating our sources. So you can actually sign up also too at the Virginia Retail Federation's site to receive their newsletter, and I would definitely recommend that. You can also sign up to receive our communication on our website. If you need to get a hold of me over here on the Peninsula, you can get a hold of me through my email, which is B for Beth, Cook, COOK, @retailalliance.com. Or you can call me on my, it's my cell. It's actually, my office number goes right to my cell, and it's 757-282-1476. If you are a business in the Hampton Roads area, especially over here on the Peninsula, that needs anything. Again, you can also go to our site. Just to inform everybody, we are doing coronavirus briefings every Friday. Tomorrow, March the 27th, it will be at 9:30 a.m. So just kind of pay attention. Last week it was at 9, but this week it's at 9:30. So we're doing a briefing every week. Last week we did have Kate Baker, again, who's getting that firsthand information.
Right.
So we're going to have different people on there. So if retailers, restaurants, we do consider restaurants retail as well. We do have services that belong to the Alliance as well. Doesn't matter if you're a member or non-member. You tune in and get the information that you need. I also wanted to let you know the chambers. There's so many resources out there too. The chambers in the different cities are really trying to help as well. We're all trying to work together to get the public information. So I definitely want to give a shout out to the local chambers. We work with them and appreciate all their efforts and all that they do over here. Like I said, I work with like 6 different chambers over here.
Right.
And I'm very blessed. So, you've got people out there to help you if you need it as a business.
That's right. Well, you're very blessed to be a blessing, and because you're a blessing, you stay blessed. So that's how that works. And once again, everybody, this is my good friend Beth Cook from Retail Alliance, and get out there and take a listening, pull it up, follow her. She's awesome. She's amazing. Find out how to join, and you come out and hang out with us, because like I said, it's over 500 people in the network. Hey, you got a small village to deal with and help build your business.
Yes, we are a small village.
Hey, that's right. Well, I love it. And if because I love you so much, it makes it so much fun to go to all the places that you're at, no matter if it's here in Williamsburg or Virginia Beach, where I've seen you before as well. You just keep doing what you're doing, and God bless, and thank you so much for getting on here with us today.
Oh, thank you so much, Cherokee, for having me. It's been wonderful. I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's been really nice, and I appreciate you, especially right now. It's just so great. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you.
Oh, man. Well, I thank God for you as well. And that's going to be the end for us today. And God bless everybody. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you next time on the Cherokee Always Inspires. God bless.